Hello, my name is Emanuil Tolev. I work for a company called Elastic, an open source search company, but today we're talking about a different kind of search for meaning and fulfillment at work. So, who here has been helped in their career development by a more structured help method like coaching? Raise your hands. All right, there's quite a few of you. So these methods are very worthwhile. They can really help power up your local tech sector. Let's talk about coaching first. Coaching, to me, is more task-oriented. So there's a specific goal. Maybe the person feels like they're falling behind on something, or they want to rise to a new responsibility and be able to meet that. Coaching is like if you have a house and that's your work approach, then coaching fixes one window. Like that's the only thing you're going to focus on. Often when we learn new things, we experience fear and anxiety, and that are very different to the old things. Coaching helps you get through that. Mentoring is more relationship building, so you've got a wider set of things that you're going to focus on. You do things like, what are your values? How do you feel about your work? How do you even build a good approach to achieving those values and putting them in your work? And if mentoring, if we're talking about the houses again, and mentoring is like replanning where the walls of the house are and what approach you take to the architecture. Then there is sponsorship. This is where you go and you as a person who has some clout in the organization will set up one-to-ones with relevant decision makers and help the sponsored person get to their goals. So you put them in the best light, you connect them with the right people and with the right resources. So if we're talking about houses again, then sponsorship is like extending a loan of credibility or materials and people to that person to achieve their goals. Then there's, I'm not sure about this name, but I call it career counseling. It's kind of like a more informal listening method. So you actively draw out the positive story from someone. You listen to their professional story and you go, oh, these are the good things that you've done. And you help them feel good about that. A CV and cover letter reviews are a subset of this, and they're very worth learning as skills. And then I need to mention the Slack bot, which is great for facilitating this in your organization. All right, so far, we've talked about like these 4 specific things you could do, and that's like all right, but let's go a little bit deeper, a little bit more abstract, and what does it mean to help someone in their career? Does anybody recognize this? This is Glitter Breeze, Glitter Peace, Glitter Lucky, Glitter Sunny, and Glitter Spring. They fight monsters that try to give the world a sad ending. They're the Glitter Force. So when the monsters come, everybody starts feeling depressed and basically gives up on life. And the Glitter Force has to find it within themselves to continue despite that and to never ever give up. Okay. So melancholy and contemplation are not bad things. They are good. Often in tech, in order to achieve something, you need that tunnel vision focus, but it's also important to step back beyond just strategic thought and like really think about the impact of your work. Stories are very powerful, right? We each weave a story within ourselves, and stories become reality. I mean, you can see it in politics for sure. So how do we help someone get through a darker period and get through these moments where they build up these self-affirming, elaborate structures in their mind that hold them back, like self-limiting beliefs that get again and again confirmed by their old actions. So that's what you're doing. You're a companion, like walking through the landscape of someone's mind together with them when you do any of these 4 things or any other kind of professional help. People have to take their own journey. You can't do it for them, but you need to be there for them and make space for them to explore and break through these self-limiting barriers, self-limiting beliefs and fears, eventually dissolve them. So here's a list of things you can do. Basically, be open to others, be open about your struggles if you're comfortable doing that, and offer your time and discretion to other people. Then when you go away, learn more about these things. Thank you. Go and help others. Just ensure that they need or want your help first.